It's time for another Dice Tower review with the Chief, Bart Brunsheen.
Hi, this is the Chief from the Dice Tower, and first of all, I'm just getting over what I thought for sure was the zombie apocalypse. I will do my best not to cough up a lung while talking to you guys, although I think I'm almost back to normal. About killed me. Animal Upon Animal. A lovely kids game, works as a light party game. You'll notice there's a sticker on this box. My wife and I use this in her program, her Bonding Through Board Games program, and it really works with about everybody. It's from HABA Games, but let's go in and take a closer look. Alright, so Animal Upon Animal, a simple stacking dexterity game for kids and surprisingly for adults. So here's how it works. You're going to roll the die when it's your turn. If you get a 1, you're going to have to stack one animal on the alligator. If you get a 2, you're going to have to stack 2. So let me get 2 on there real quick. When I do this, I stack my animals in the most crazy possible ways I can. So we're going to get it on there, and I'm going to... Well, there you go. So I can't do it either, so let's go simple. All right. And just to explain real quick the other ones, if you get the hand, you actually get to select one of your pieces and hand it off to another player at the table, and they have to put it on, hopefully knocking something over. Because if you knock something over, let's say I'm on here and I go crazy and I knock these fellas off, you have to take 2 of them back into your hand. The other one would go away. But the winner is going to be the first one that gets rid of all their animals. So by knocking it off, I end up having to take some back in. Not all, but at least 2 of them. All right. If you get this question mark, the other players at the table get to decide which one of my pieces I have to put on top of the alligator or on top of the stack. Recognizing that as you stack animals on here, you get into a pyramid type situation, and it gets harder and harder to get them onto the animal. Or onto the animals that are already stacked on the alligator. To get the alligator itself, you have to add either the nose or the tail of the alligator. So widening out your base. Pretty easy if you get that, but it kind of makes for the stack to go bigger. And that is literally it. You roll the die, do the best you can to place, and it goes on to the next player. So you got penguins and toucans and hedgehogs, monkeys, snakes, and the, for me, very difficult sheep. These things are always falling off on me, and I can never get them on without dumping the whole pile. So that's it. Cute, chunky little pieces. You're simply stacking them on the gator and try not to knock it over. And no matter what, I'll have adults gravitate over to it, and next thing you know, they're trying really, usually almost cooperatively, to see how high they can get that their pyramid to go, or their stack. Very fun game, and I'll say much more about that in closing. All right, we're back. Gotta tell you, these chunky pieces and stacking them up is about as simple as you can get, but it works awesome. I've had this game set out when I'll bring adults over and they know they're going to be playing board games, and I know as they're coming over to the house they're not quite sure what that even entails, even though I've kind of prepped them. I will have this game out, I'll have the bits out on the table, and I might even have a few of them stacked on the alligator. And this game will simply draw them in. It's so tactile. And you know, the adults come in and they think this is a silly game, but I'll learn it in case I want to play with my kids. Or I've had some older couples over with grandkids. And add in a couple margaritas. This is no longer a kid's game, I'm telling you. They're getting that pyramid up, they're yelling, they're screaming. You hear the wood pieces come down on the table. So this is no strategic gem or anything else, but this just works. The nice chunky pieces, the laughter that comes from it. If you don't have this in your collection, go out and get it for that reason alone. Not only does it work well with the kids, but I'm telling you, it's just a nice, fun, light game to play even with adults. And it does benefit from a little bit of an adult beverage, But if you don't want that, I'm sure coffee or tea go with it just as well. Maybe even cough medicine or antibiotics in my case. That's it. I'm the Chief. See you guys later. Have fun. Board game.
Thanks for watching our review today. For more information about board games, as well as the #1 board game audio podcast, check out Dicetower.com for reviews, interviews, and more. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.